record on this computer. Perfect.
Hi, Marcia.
Hey, Marcia.
Hey, Marcia. Hey, so as Brenda says, my name is Rusty Hamrick. I'm an independent referral partner here at Banner Season, soon to be Mailbox Power. I'm going to use those two names probably interchangeably throughout the presentation. Just so you know, it is the same company, it is the same system, it is purely a branding thing. So please don't get confused. I have been a realtor since 1999. I've been licensed in California the entire time. I've been using Banner Season in my business for the past year and a half, 2 years coming up on. And Neil, I was like you, I signed up and then kind of didn't do much with it for a while. And then once I got the power of it, I have been 100% team Banner Season. I've absolutely sold more houses because of it. I have made money because of it. And outside of just my business relationships, a lot of my personal relationships are stronger than they've ever been. Two of my friends sent me a message last night because they got a little holiday package I sent them. And, you know, they were just blown away. And so we're going to get together next weekend, socially distanced, of course. And I've had that experience a lot as well. So I'm 100% team Banner Season. Our culture is one of, like, Brenda, Geraldine, it's awesome to see you. Laura, it's awesome to see you guys. You know, it's a culture of if you win, I win, and if we win, everybody wins. And so that means it's a very encouraging, very supportive environment. We have lots of trainings throughout the week. We also have lots of people who are willing to just jump in and help just for the sake of helping. And it's a great environment to work in. So thanks for spending some time here. If you are a guest or new to the system, Neil, Marcia, I'm not sure how long you've been with us, but what's going on? And Tina, I think that you were a guest as well today. So welcome and thanks for spending some time with us. One of the two things that Banner Season does better than anything I know is save time and make money, right? And we recognize that time is our most precious asset. And the fact that you're sharing some of yours with us means a great deal, not just to me, but to everybody at Banner Season. And so I'm going to do my best in the next 30 minutes or so to bring value to this call. And my goal being that at the end, you'll understand not all of it, because it's such the system will do anything you want, right? So I'm not going to get into every single bell and whistle, but I'm going to give you an overview of what the system can do specifically now during the holiday time. So that basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can get your holiday gifting done in about 15 minutes. And then with that, you'll understand some of the other things that the system can do. So
hey, Rusty, let me jump in just for a moment to introduce Geraldine. I'm sorry, I forgot, but you see Geraldine here. She's going to be managing the chat. So if any of you all have any questions or comments, she'll also be sending some stuff that Rusty may make mention of. So please feel free to put anything in the chat so that she can take care of you there and we can make sure you get your questions answered. Okay, sorry, Rusty, back to you.
Yeah, no worries. And it's a good point, Brenda, that this is an overview, not a training. So I'm going to go pretty quick. You're welcome to take notes. Don't feel like you have to, but we will open it up for questions at the end. So we'll make sure that everybody's questions are answered before we sign off. So with that, I'm going to dive right in and just get the show on the road, as they say. So as I said, this is a system overview, how to get your holiday cards done in a snap. This is me. I'm one of the 2 certified training partners. And then this is what we're going to cover today. I'm going to show you how to get around the system, how to find your profile and your order history. I'm going to show you the address book. And one of the most powerful technologies at Banner Season, and as far as I know, we're the only people on the planet who have it. It's the I Need Your Mailbox technology. It's super cool. I'm going to show you how to break your address book into groups and how to start thinking about your client list so that you can organize it for your holiday sending. I'm going to show you how to find a design from the design store, how to modify it, and then how to send it. I'm going to show you how to send your holiday cards using the I Need Your Mailbox campaign. I'll show you how to create a custom card with a custom envelope. I'll walk you around the gift shop a little bit, and then we'll open it up for questions. So our whole system is built around groups in the address book that are linked to campaigns. So question we need to answer right off the bat is, what is a campaign? And I just want you to think of it as a list. It's a list of whatever it is you're going to send to your clients, customers, patients, donors, friends, family, whatever, right? The campaign could be 1 item, it could be 5 items, it can be 50 items. The power of Banner Season is that once you establish the campaign, which I'm going to show you how to do, the system manages it all for you. So it's really infinitely scalable. It's very cool, which means that it's as easy to send a card to one person as it is to send a card to 1,000 people. It's really, really super, super powerful. So this is an example of a 10-touch prospecting campaign. This, again, the system manages this. So the system is going to send each of these drops every 4 days. So once somebody gets added to the group, you're done. The system does the rest. Super, super convenient. So when you're thinking about your clients, and particularly now during the holiday time, a really easy way to group them is to just think about A clients, B clients, C clients. Your A clients are going to be your tightest group, the people who always have your back, your biggest referral sources, your biggest clients. You know, they're the A group, and so you want to make sure you love on them a lot because we want to keep them happy, right? And express our appreciation. So this is an example of a holiday package that you could send. Happy holidays, bracket, bracket, first name. So I like to pause and point out this merge field. There are systems out there that are built around one person designing one card to send to one person, which is great. And I like to make people feel good, but I will tell you, as a busy business owner and entrepreneur, I just don't have the time to do that for all of my clients. And my goal is to keep my existing clients happy and always be adding to that group, right? The power of banner season is it takes automation and it combines it with customization. And so you can send, as I said, one card, 1,000 cards just as easily, right? And one of the ways it does that is with these merge fields. So what it's going to do is it's going to take whatever information is living in the first name field in your address book, and it's going to put it on the card automatically. And it'll do that for as many people as are attached to that group, right? So on the cover, happy holidays, first name, then the message on the inside, last name, family. So it's, you know, appeals to a lot of people. As we celebrate the holiday season, we are grateful for the many blessings we've received and for your friendship. May you receive the gifts of love, peace, joy, and happiness today and throughout the coming year. And then again, that bracket, bracket, return first name. So it's just going to put your name and pop it right in there. This is the back of the card. And then with this cute holiday ornament and then some food items. All of these labels are 100% customizable. So you can change the image, you can change the text, you can make it look however you want. And then we have these really cool gift boxes, and the cover of the box, same thing, fully customizable, any message, any image, anything you want. So this is, as I said, a great example of something to send to your A clients. Then we have our B clients, and this is probably going to be like, I look at everything from a real estate perspective. And so my B client list is going to be, it's actually some of my richest source of referrals and business, because it tends to be pretty big group. Maybe I don't have as consistent contact with them as I do with my A group, but you know, these are people who we had a great transaction. All of my transactions are great, by the way. I have the best clients on the planet. You know, good relationship, a little less consistent, you know, it's your B group. And so, but you still want to love on them, right? So great card. Merry Christmas, our best wishes, and a very happy new year. You can put a photo in here if you want. And then the message, Christmas is a time to cherish those who bring so many blessings to our lives, wishing you joy, peace, and happiness to last throughout the coming year. Merry Christmas, return first name. And then I'm going to show you how you can go in and you can edit that. So if you'd rather it say Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, whatever you want. And then, you know, the back of the card, here's another ornament, a different food choice, but again, that matching food label, and same thing, you can make it read and look however you want. And then your C clients, this is probably going to be the biggest group, the people you just want to like consistently remind, like, hey, I'm still out here. Maybe you're just at the beginning of cultivating a relationship, or you know, they're just friends, people who live out of state, whatever it is, right? And this is an example of a beautiful card. I believe it's available in our design store. You know, Merry Christmas, wishing you a very Merry Christmas is on the back of the card. The message, to a joyful present and a well-remembered past. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and very best wishes for the new year. And then what's cool is we have several card options where you can design the envelope as well. This is one of them. And the envelope is as customizable as everything else. So it's super cool. I'll show you that at the very end of the presentation. Now this page, there's nothing to do here other than to know that these links, this is the I need your mailbox link. These links exist for me, as I believe they should for you, on my desktop, on my laptop, and on my cell phone, because the way they work, you send the link out, people click on the link, they fill out the form, and then the system does the rest. So it's a huge, huge time saver, and you want to keep these links handy. So just know that they exist, and I'll get into them a little bit more very shortly here. So now I'm going to go into the system itself. I'm going to give you a quick tour. So when you log in, this is the page you're going to be taken to. This is the categories, all the different categories of our customizable, personalizable gifts, and like our food or drinkware. Over here, we have our training calendar. Two things to note. The red dots are upcoming birthdays. Oh, Morgan. Okay, so she is definitely an A client. She's one of my favorite people on the planet. Her birthday's tomorrow. That's awesome. So it's good to know. I'll give her a call. And she's getting a birthday card because she's in my birthday group. Then the yellow dots are all of our trainings. So today we have, this is what we're on right now. And then we had the call this morning, and then Casey has his training call. So you can see the upcoming trainings in this calendar here. With all of our gold memberships, it includes 50 free cards within your billing cycle. So here's a countdown. I have 34 cards remaining. I am surprised that I have that many left on the 7th of the month. Normally by the 2nd or 3rd, they're all gone. So it's good to keep track of those. If you wanted to refer the system, you could use either of these links here. This is a new thing. It's probably going to go away in January once the holiday season's over. But for holiday shipping guidelines, if you're ordering stuff to resend, hopefully you have it already, because November 30th is a good date. Then December 15th is the best time for final shipments. So that's right there. And then if you wanted to start a new project, you could do that here. All of your saved projects you'd access here. Your gift shop, which is our non-branded, non-customized items you'd find here. The address book you can access here, as well as from the drop-down menu over here. And then the concierge. So I love our concierge. If you look over my left shoulder, that's supposed to be a smiley face. That's the best I can do. I have zero talent when it comes to visual art, right? The cool thing is with banner season, that doesn't matter. We have a design store, which I'm going to show you in a minute. They have tons and tons of designs, all different occasions, all different messages, all different styles. So you can go in and find something you like and use it. If, however, you can't find that exact specific perfect design you're looking for and you don't want to design it yourself, we have a concierge that will work with you one-on-one to create that design exclusively for you. So that's pretty cool. You might check that out there. Then in the upper right-hand corner, if you click here, there are two things I want to show you under this little head here. The first is where you would find your profile. It's the first thing. This is if you wanted to reset your return address, your email, cell phone, any of that stuff, you could do that right there. And then also you can find your order history right here. So you can see I'm a pretty heavy user of the system. What's great is it shows me the status of the order, the cost, the date that it was generated, and then I'm going to see if I can find something that has a package attached to it. Let's see, I bet this would have one, just so we can see. Perfect. So this is going to show me what I sent. So it's, the custom envelope, all this stuff, where it went, who it went to, and then there's this link here. This went as a package. Something like 80% of our shipments include a package, which is super cool. So this link is going to take you to the post office tracking website, so you can see where the shipment is. You can keep track of it. And then if you wanted an individual receipt, you would print that right here, or you can go down to the bottom here and download an Excel or a CSV file for your taxes, expense report. If you can't sleep one night, you just want to put yourself to sleep, you could read that. So that's really easy right there. So now I want to
Rusty, if I could interrupt you for a second while you're here.
Totally. Yeah.
We have a question about the mailer meter and how we pay for our cards.
Yeah, totally. And just so everybody knows, we will open it up for questions at the end. But our system works just like a Starbucks card. So you charge the mailer meter. You can set it for 10, 25, 50, like whatever amount you want. And then the system will spend through that as you send your shipments. And then once it hits 0, it'll recharge. You get an email every time it recharges. So people just set it at different amounts depending on how frequently they use the system and how frequently they want to get emails. I have some people, they charge $1,000 and then, they may only charge it every couple months. And then other people, it's $10 and they just get a lot of emails. Doesn't really matter. The system works as easily both ways.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So now this is a little bit of a departure from, because it's the holiday time, and we're gonna focus on how to get your holiday sending done in the next, 15 minutes, we'll say. So when you're thinking about man, my hands are cold, it's funny. When you're thinking about your holiday sending, there are 3 questions to answer that will help organize the process. The first is, who are you going to send to? The second is, what are you going to send them? And the third is, when are you going to send it? And what that's going to do is we're going to talk about creating a group in the address book, because that'll be who. Then we're going to talk about finding a design in the design store, because that'll be what. And then we'll talk about building a campaign, because that's going to be when, right? And the system is going to manage it all for you. It's fantastic. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to create a group in the address book. At the risk of sounding redundant, I'm going to repeat myself. So our system is built around groups in the address book that are linked to campaigns. You can send one card to one person, one at a time if you want, but because we're built by business people for business people, we like leverage at Banner Season, soon to be Mailbox Power. So let's see, I think I've already, oh, perfect. I already deleted group A. So here I am in the address book, and all you need to do is see this blue button here. It says create a new group. You just click on that. And then however you want to organize your clients or customers, patients, donors, friends, family, however, right? You just call it whatever you want. So I'm going to call this group A. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? And now you can see I'm in group A. I have nobody in here. So the question to answer is, how do we get people in the group? There are 3 ways. The first is this blue button here. You just click add a new contact. If you click that button, you just fill out the form. It's very straightforward. The second is you can upload your list, and there's a tutorial in the system. I'm just waiting. I'm going to show you guys where it is. It's right in the address book. There's a link that says import contacts, and if you click on that, it's a little slow. Yeah, right here, click on import contacts, and there's a little video, there's instructions, there's a template, and then you just upload it. And here's a pro tip. If your mailing list is already segmented and you want to put people in a specific group, only upload those people and make sure that this group name matches exactly the group name in the address book, and those people will go right into your address book. Super, super easy. So you can upload your contacts. But the to me, the most powerful feature in our address book and the easiest way to upload your contacts is by using the I Need Your Mailbox link. So this is my general mailbox, and you can see I have this link up here, ineedyourmailbox.com/GoGiver. There's no group ID attached to it, but this GoGiver is my personal code, which means anybody who clicks on this link and fills out the form, their information is going to go directly into my general mailbox. That's pretty cool, right? Because all I do is share the link, they fill out the form, they go right into my mailbox. But let's say I want to send them a specific campaign, like a birthday campaign or a holiday card campaign. If I go into this specific group, group A, and I'm going to do this right now, then you can see it's that same ineedyourmailbox.com/GoGiver, but now there's a group ID attached to it. 49,000, almost 50,000 groups. That is so cool. Oh, it's awesome. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and copy this link, and I'm going to put it in the chat. And anybody who is a guest today who would like to receive whatever it is I'm going to create, if you go ahead and click on that link, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. It says, Rusty Hamrick would like your contact info. Hi, I'm updating my address book. Please share your mailing address and information here so I can stay in touch. This form is 100% secure, and your information will only be shared with me. It's really important to know, right? We don't share our information in your address book with anybody in the company. Nobody else has access to it. We don't sell the information. I think it's 128-bit encryption, 256, 500, whatever the number is. It's super secure. So if anybody wants to receive, which you're all welcome to, what I'm going to make shortly, go ahead and click on that link. What will happen is your information will go directly into my address book Then when the address, when that group is linked to a campaign, which we're going to do, you'll get whatever that campaign is about. Super, super powerful. So that's the third way to add somebody to the group, which answers the question of who, right? Perfect. Who's my first victim? Winner.
It's a race. It's a race.
It's a race. Exactly. It's a competition. No, not really. There's enough for everybody. Marcia, awesome. So I just got a text. Anytime anybody fills out one of those links, you get a text. I just got another one. Neil, awesome. It says, hey, Rusty, this is Pearl from Banner Season. Just wanted to let you know that Marcia Ryder just filled out your address book link and was added to the Group A group. Awesome. So those are the 3 ways to add somebody to the group. You can directly just manually put their information in. You can upload their information, or you can use the I need your mailbox link. So that answers the question of who. The next thing we need to answer is what, right? What are we going to send them? So now I want to go into our design store and show you. So as I said, that is the best I can do when it comes to like visuals. I love to put on a show, can't draw a straight line with a ruler. With the design store, we have all these different options. It's funny, everybody must be using the system today. It's going a little slow, but it's okay. So, you know, obviously right now, this is all chronological. So this is the most recently added design. You know, there's a lot of holiday stuff, but if you want to organize it by different products, you can do that over here on the left. And then different occasions, you can do that here. We also have great options with our free collection. So you don't have to necessarily purchase a design license. But I'm going to go in here to my already purchased designs because I know which one I want to send today. I want to point this one out because it's my personal design. I think it's really funny. This is my brother's dog. It's so silly. It's his little pug, Gertie. It's actually his girlfriend's dog, but you know, whatever. Man, the computer is going slow today. It just says, when you're the only one who dressed up for the office holiday party. And then the look on her face. Anyway, sort of silly, but the one that I'm actually going to send is this one. I love this because it appeals to everybody. It's something 2020 has been both the longest and shortest year on record. And this, I think, speaks to that. So going to the design store, I find this design, I really like it, right? It says Merry Christmas, but you know, a lot of my clients, customers, friends, you know, the whole group, they do not celebrate Christmas. A lot of them celebrate Hanukkah. A lot of them celebrate Kwanzaa. A lot of them don't celebrate at all, but you know, it's sometimes it's the gesture, and I like the image there. So what's cool is if I had not already purchased this, there would be a green button here and it'd say purchase this design license, right? So the design license is 99 cents, and this is a one-time fee, right? And it gives me the right to use this design on all these different products for the life of my account. So I can use this every holiday season if I want. And for me, it is a steal. I would pay 10 times that amount because it means I don't need to come up with an idea. I don't need to design anything. I don't need to come up with any text. I don't need to worry about it fitting any of these products. I just 99 cents, boom. It's mine. And then all I have to do, if I want to see what the actual design is, I just click on it. Merry Christmas. I love that. I just like it because it's the toilet paper and the mask. And it's something I think we have all dealt with a lot this year. And then the message is great. In 2020, we survived quarantine, social distancing, toilet paper shortage. I think that means we can survive anything. I hope you enjoy your holiday at home with your loved ones. Here's to putting 2020 behind us and moving on to a better 2021. Can't beat it. That's such a great message. And then Masked and Merry 2020. I just love it. It's great. So once we purchase the design, it lives in the design store, in our personal design store. So we need to get it into the our saved projects. All you do, click edit design. Oh, connection error. What are you doing to me? All these people are watching. Sometimes it happens. Usually you just have to refresh the page. It's pretty straightforward. Mondays, there tends to be a lot of and if you wanted, you could go in here and you could say, you could just go ahead and change the text. Happy holidays. Easy peasy. And then this is going to tell you which part of the card you're working on. Anything I send out, I always make sure to do this process, return first name. Just because I want to make sure that it says what I want it to say, right? Oh, I forgot the bracket. So there's that merge field again. And so that's going to make sure that it, I like to turn it a little bit so it kind of looks like maybe I signed it. Yeah, I just like to go through and make sure it says exactly what I want to say. So there's the card. Then all I have to do is click save. And then we're going to go back to the design store because I want to make sure that everybody gets a sampling of our brownies because they are they're easily our most popular item. So I'm just repeat the process, right? I go back to my saved projects. I'm sorry, I go back to my purchased designs. And same thing, if I wanted these ornaments really, really cute, anything I want to see, I just click on it. It shows me what the message is, what it looks like. And we're going to send some brownies, which say, Merry Christmas, baked with love for the blank family, right? Really convenient. Edit design. Wait for the internet because that's, seems to be everybody's life right now. And same thing, I'm going to go ahead and change this to happy. No, happy. There we go. So you can see it's a really easy system to use. It's very intuitive. Holidays. Oh, nice. I don't know who that was, but we have another winner. Happy holidays. Then all I have to do is click save. Return to save projects. And you can see, so now these two projects right here, right? So a little bit of chatting on my part, but really all I did was find a design I like, edit the design to make sure that it looks the way I want it, and then save the design and it goes into your saved projects. So now we've answered the question of who and what. So now we need to answer the question of when, right? The way we're gonna do that is with campaign. Very, very straightforward. We're just gonna come in here to the campaign builder and blue button over on the right. When in doubt what to do, look for the blue button, right? Create a new campaign. We're going to call this December 7, 2020 overview. Drip. We want this to be a drip campaign because it means it'll get sent out immediately. And I'll show you in a second. If we had a specific date that we wanted to send stuff, we could do that here. And then if we want the system to just pay attention to when people's birthdays and anniversaries are, you can organize it that way. So we're just going to create a drip campaign. And now the shipment name. I don't get super fancy with a shipment name. We're just going to do a single shipment with this campaign. If you wanted to do multiple ones, you could do that. I just call it shipment 1. That way, if I have 5 shipments, I just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. However, it's just an easy way for me to organize my thinking. And then I want to send this immediately. If I wanted a specific date, I could just pick the date over here. And then it's really easy. We have a document center, so you can send single-sided or double-sided Word documents. Gifts are our non-branded, non-customized items, but we're going to add a project. Really, really easy. And what did I call that? December. No, let's see. What did I called it copy of something, and everything is called copy of. So here's a pro tip so you don't have to do what I'm doing right now. When you create a project, make sure to, here we go. Copy of Christmas Day. Perfect. Make sure to rename it so you don't have to dig through all the copies of everything, right? And then all I have to do is click add, and I'm going to add so that adds the Christmas. There we go. That adds the card, and then this adds the brownies. And you can add as many items to your shipment as you want. Just make sure this is all within one box. So that's a perfect way to think of it. A shipment is the box, right? So if I wanted to send 25 things in a box, totally fine. But just know it's all going out at one time. If I want to send like 25 things over 25 different events, then I would create a different shipment for each event, right? But this, we want the card and the brownies to go out, save shipment. And this is answering the question of when, because it's going to be sent immediately, right? Now, I'm being redundant, but our system is built around groups in the address book that are linked to campaigns. So now we have the group in the address book. We need to make sure that it's linked to the campaign that we just created, right? So all I'm going to do is come over here to options, manage recipients, and roll a group. If I wanted to put an individual contact, I could do that here, but we're going to put the whole group in and roll a group. What's cool is whenever you link a group to a campaign, anybody who's in the group gets the campaign. So like, even though you guys have already filled out that link and before the group was attached to any campaign, as soon as it's attached, the system will send out whatever that campaign is, which means if you have a group already and you want to send them all a holiday card, all you have to do is create the holiday card campaign, link the group together, and it'll go out right away. No extra work. Super cool. So group A, it's this one. I have to go here and clean it. Enroll this group. Pro tip also, use the enroll this group. Don't click here because it'll take you to the group. Over on the right, click on enroll this group. Then the only last thing to do is come over here, start campaign. Done. So that's like the 30,000 foot view. Who are we going to send it to? Create the group in the address book, add the contacts. What are we going to send? Go to the design store, select a design, edit it so it goes to your saved projects, create the campaign, link the campaign to the group, and then start the campaign. Super, super easy, and much easier when I'm not like yammering away in the background. So that's kind of the quick view of how to create a campaign. Then I want to go in now and I want to show you guys. So I always joke that it's not really a joke, but that I don't have visual, like I can't draw a straight line with a ruler, right? The cool thing about our system is it doesn't really matter, right? There are tools, which I'm going to show you right now, how you can create incredible cards and gifts. Regardless of your artistic ability, we have the concierge that will do it all for you. We have the design store. And if you are somebody who is artistically gifted or who just likes to, you know, be creative in that way, our system gives you so many options. So it's just really, it works for everybody. It's super cool. So these are all the different categories. I'm just going to work right now with a card. And we have 7 different types of cards. We have a standard 5x7 greeting card. Then we have a 5x7 greeting card with a matching envelope. This is the one I'm going to work with today. Then we have our Pearl card. I think of this as the Instagram of banner season. And the reason is this is all about the image, right? It's a flat card. There's a beautiful pearlescent finish on the cover. And then you also can create the matching envelope. So that's really cool. We have these gigagrams, which are awesome. They're big. They're 8 by 11. So as a realtor, I use them for prospecting for sale by owners and expireds, but they're also great for any kind of team recognition. If you have any time that you want to really like stand out, set yourself apart, this is a great option. And it also includes the customizable envelope. Then we have 3 different types of postcards. With our gold members, with 4x6 postcards, which are free for our gold members. You pay for postage, but other than that, you want to send 10,000 of them, there's no cost. They're 4x6. Then we have the 5.5 by 8.5 postcard. I think of this as the realtor bread and butter, right? But these are only 19 cents. I used to pay 45 cents. So this is literally a steal at twice the price. And then we have a 5.5 by an 11.5 postcard. And this is similar to the gigagram in that it's really wide. So if you have a panoramic shot or anytime you want to stand out and really like make a huge impact with an image, this is a great option. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to work with a card with a matching envelope. And I'm going to do a little, we were talking about how it's a little chilly here in LA as well as in Florida. And so I'm going to create the card I normally create because it has a really cool picture of a trip I took to the beach on the cover and on the envelope. And so it'll make us all think like it's the summer. So whenever you go to edit a project or create a project, you're gonna see a setup similar to this. This is the actual like project itself. And then these are all the different options on the left-hand side. What's great about our system is it will link directly with your Facebook as well as your Instagram. And so you don't need to worry about downloading and uploading and recreating and all that stuff, right? You just have to, you can just come in here, click cover photos. So this is the picture. I love this picture. This was a trip I took to Provincetown. You can see there's a little lighthouse all the way down in the corner. And I'm going to put a message on the top. So here's a little bit of history while I'm creating it. You just click empty, add an empty text box. And then I'm going to say, hi, bracket, bracket, first name, bracket, bracket. So the Pilgrims, when they came here, they settled in Plymouth, Massachusetts, Plymouth Rock, all that, right? But they actually landed for the first time in Provincetown, and that lighthouse is where they landed. So anyway, it's history, it's entertainment, it's business, it's awesome. So you can see that purple snap line there tells you it's going to keep that message centered on the front of the card. And then this tells you which part of the card you're working on. This is the inside top. I love these layout buttons because I just click it, boom, it puts it right there. I don't need to futz around with anything. It just is right there. And then I like to add this photo. This is me being silly. Those of you that know the painted ladies from the show Full House, the opening credits, these are those houses right there. And then over here, I like to write this super cheesy message, but I bracket, bracket, first name. There's that merge field again. Thanks so much for joining us on the overview. We are jumping for joy that you are with us. All the best. And I will make that a little bit bigger. And I generally like my text to be blue. I also like the background. I've been using these gradients recently. I just think they're super cool. So let's do, I don't know, that's sort of how's, you know, we'll lighten that up a little bit. You can do that right up here. So you can see it's a really, really easy system to use. The other thing I need to do is add my return first name. And if you want, return first name. You can upload your signature as a PNG file and then remove the background and it'll show up. It's usually what I do, but I don't have it handy in the system. And honestly, I don't remember where I have it saved in my computer. I don't want to subject you guys to me having to dig through the computer to find it, but there is the capability of doing that. So it looks like you've actually hand signed the card. It's super easy. Then we have this super cool clip art. I always, Neil, you will appreciate this. I always put the love clip art on the back because I'm from Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, despite our behavior at certain sporting events. Anyway.
That was a historical reference there.
Yes,
brotherly love, not anymore.
Exactly, you know. And then, so this is my favorite part of this type of card is you can fully customize the envelope, right? So we come over here and I always like to use this picture, talk about summer, man. This is from a listing we had in Santa Monica, $5.5 million condo. This is the view from the living room. This is Santa Monica Beach and the Pacific Ocean. Really beautiful view. And here's the deal. Depending on who you talk to, email has between a 5 and 11% open rate. Greeting cards have almost 100% open rate. A greeting card with an image like this on the cover of it, you're virtually guaranteed that the people are going to open your message, which means your marketing dollars are going to have greater efficacy because your message is actually getting through, right? 11% open rate means 89% of the people don't even see your message. So why even bother sending the email, right? 100% open rate means people are going to open the card. They're going to get the card. They're going to read the message. Awesome. Can't beat it with a stick. Plus, I just think it's a cool looking card. And then all you have to do is click add to cart. So as you can see, it's a really easy system. It's very straightforward. It's just, you know, find the element, add it to the project, whatever it is, right? And the very last thing I want to show you guys is our gift shop. These are all of our non-branded, non-customized items. I have not tried the cookies yet. I'm sure that they are fantastic. Oh, they have white chunk macadamia. That is, I know what I'm going to do after this call. And then this phone holder, super cool. I actually have one right here. It's awesome because it'll hold your phone on your desk. You can take it in the kitchen. You can take it all over the house. If you fly or when we're all able to fly again, It's great on the tray table. So anyway, that's a super cool thing. We got all these RFID safe blocking, whatever wallets, and then all this different food. It's very cool. So it's a really, so spend some time in the gift shop as well. And then I kind of got a little ahead of myself. This is the last thing I want to show you guys. So in my shopping cart, couldn't remember what that was called for a minute. Two things. Here is an delivery time frame map. You might want to add a day just because of the holidays, and I'm sure that the post office is going to be overwhelmed this year in particular, but it'll give you an idea of when it's going to arrive. And then all I have to do to select a recipient is click select recipients. And it's pretty, you know, self-explanatory, a lot of our stuff. Especially ones, I know that there are other systems out there. I have some experience with some other systems, and ours, it's organized a little differently, but I think like now that I'm used to, like now I know how to use it, this system is so easy and so fast and so powerful, like you just can't beat it with a stick. So all I have to do is find the person I wanted to send the card to, and then I just click on their name. And the cool thing is if I want to send them multiple things, I just boom, 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 really easy, check out. If I wanted to send it at a different date, I could just pick a date here, but we're just going to go ahead and send all that stuff right now. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So everybody who, you're all going to get the holiday cards and the brownies, and then you also get a beautiful card about the summertime in December, so we can all pretend like we're hot. So I think that's it. In terms of the formal presentation for our holiday sending thing. Does anybody have any questions? I'll take a little breath.
Marcia had a question about attaching the address book to a campaign, the link. When you send something,
I think I kind of blinked when you showed that. So I just wanted to understand that you put us in campaign, a group A or whatever, and then you sent the mailbox link. And I missed how that link is associated with that particular campaign. You said that because we automatically, when we filled out our address, you said it automatically went into that campaign. So.
Okay, sure. So I'll show you both. I have so many windows open on my computer. I want to make sure I go into the right one when I share it. So in the address book, there is the general link. If I say link, you know I'm talking about I need your mailbox. So there's this one, but then each of these groups has its own link, right? And so like the group A, where did it go? There it is, the group A link. You can see it's the same, but now there's this group ID attached to it. So
that automatically populates to something. You didn't change that. It just populated within that group, but made that link associate. Okay.
Exactly.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Once you create the group, the system tells you what, that's why it probably didn't make any sense to you guys, but this link is the 49,351st link that the system has created. And that's why I got all excited, because I can't remember what group was my first group, but I've been in the deal such a long time. I think my first group was like, 1,252 or something. So to see like that growth, I just got excited. But have a good meeting, Laura. Nice to see your face. Did that answer your question, Marcia? Awesome. Cool.
Question.
Yeah.
You had bought a campaign and at the design store, the 99-cent one. Then you made some changes to it. Does it keep the original campaign, or if you keep changing it, does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. So within the design store, it will live as a purchase design the way that it was purchased.
Okay.
So this is the one that I bought. And it still says Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Once I edit the design and then save it, it becomes a saved project. And once it's saved with whatever changes I've made to it. So this one,
Okay.
it's saved with the
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. And this,
Okay.
and the way that you would rename it, you just over here under options, you just click rename, and then, you know, happy toilet paper holiday card. That's how I would think of it.
This won't make any sense in 20 years.
Yeah, exactly. It's like totally.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
And Neil, were you clear about the campaign charges? I think Neil's asking the difference between charging, prepaying for the campaign cards versus the way we do it. Everything is charged as it's sent. Are you clear with, did that make sense, Neil?
Yeah, that's how I understand it now. That so if I do that one where he had like a 20 touch campaign, you can buy it from the store.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get charged $200 right off the bat. You get
Correct.
charged as the cars are sent out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. The other, just while we're talking about costs and charges, and you mentioned the campaign, with a gold membership, it includes 7 campaigns. So there's a thank you, a nice to meet you, a happy birthday, each of those with brownies. And then there's the Ditch the Basket campaign, which is a 10 touch, 2.5-year campaign. It was designed for realtors, but it's relatively straightforward to go in and you can change the messaging if you want, but that structure is already there. So it would send a gift every 90 days. And that's all included. That Ditch the Basket, before the pandemic and the shutdown, the cost was, it was a $697 licensing fee because it was such an extensive campaign. But once the shutdown happened and the type of culture that the guys have created is they just are including it with the gold package. So,
so what would the cost of that be if you sent it all out? That was a $600 and some odd dollar, or was
no, the licensing fee. So the right to use the package, it was $697. It's now free. It's just including the cost of the gold membership. The total cost, you know, the shipping is going to kind of change it, but it's, you figure each touch is going to be between $15 and $25. So it's probably 10 touches. It's give or take about $200. But again, it's, go ahead, Brenda.
I was going to say, I don't know where Neil is, but I've had so many people ask that. I've gone through and edited it all up based on Colorado. So it's, where are you, Neil?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay, so it's going to be a little bit more with the shipping and handling on all of those. It's around $275 in Colorado. So you're going to be a little over $300 with shipping and handling down to Florida.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then one last question. If you buy that package, if you start using that package, and then I add somebody to it, they get it from the beginning. It's automatic, correct?
Correct.
So
yes.
I'm trying to remember what my question was. And I can stop it at any time, or okay. All right.
And you can
Excellent.
You can stop the entire project, the entire campaign, or you can stop individual people within the campaign. The system's really smart, so it knows, it keeps track of where everybody is. So
excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I'm glad you learned something, Marcia.
Well, Rusty, I want to thank you for being on today and doing this for all of us. I think all of us learn something new when we go through this, whether we're seasoned or whether we're brand new. So thank you for your time. Geraldine, thank you for monitoring the chat. Brenda, thank you for jumping in and just adding a little bit of information. And Neil, we look forward to having you. And again, any questions, and you can view this as many times as you want, or our onboarding, just come on and ask your question.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. Have a great afternoon. Rusty, great job.
Thanks, Brenda.
Thank you. I know.
Have a great day. Thanks, everybody.
Warm.